What is up, guys? It is Mercules here, and this is going to be commentary number 39. Now, this is going to be my second question and answer. I just did my first question and answer in commentary number 38, and that was kind of just like a trial run to see how it ended up going. So, like I said, this is going to be my second question and answer and my first real one where I actually have a whole lot of questions asked by you guys that I'm going to try to answer, not just comments that I decide to give my responses to in a commentary, but this gameplay, I want to go over it real fast. It is a 37-0 perfection in big team. I do not camp the entire game this time. I do run around the map like a decent amount. So hopefully that will, make it a little bit more enjoyable to watch than that last gameplay which I posted, which I'll be honest was the worst gameplay I've ever posted on my channel. I kind of regret putting it up there. I was not very proud of it. I thought it was kind of terrible, but I didn't review it before I put the commentary over it, and I just had it on my computer for a long time and kind of want to do something with it. But no more gameplay of that caliber ever. This gameplay is definitely much better, and I actually have a few gameplays that I might post on my other channel where I'm actually facing very, very good people, and I don't go that positive, but we have some good battles in it, so we'll see about that. Now, on to the questions. The first question is from Cornejo Montage, and he says, "Nice video, Matt. Do you want Team Snipes to have radar like an H3, or do you prefer the no radar?" Honestly, I don't really care either way because it is Team Snipes, and I didn't really notice any drop off in my enjoyment level of the playlist when it went to the no radar version, like in Halo Reach. Now, personally, the only way I could say is if it were a social playlist, I would probably put radar in it just to help out like the casual gamers who go into it. And if it's a ranked playlist, I would probably take out the radar just to try to promote team communication and team gameplay and stuff like that. But personally, I don't really care. In team-based games, I could honestly care less if there's radar or not because it's supposed to be a communication-based thing. I mean, it doesn't really bother me. If I'm going to go into Team Snipers, I'm probably going to be playing with a party anyway, so I wouldn't really use the radar that much. Now, on the other hand, this doesn't really have anything to do with Team Snipers, but in a free-for-all game, I really hate it when there's no radar. And when I played MLG free-for-all in Halo 3, I didn't understand why it didn't have radar because I thought, well, MLG doesn't have radar. Free-for-all MLG shouldn't have radar either. And then I played Slayer Pro in Halo Reach with no radar, and I realized just how ridiculous it really is, how it's just complete chaos. Excuse me. And now I really see that I think a free-for-all game should always have radar because when you look at it, it doesn't really hurt bad people because they don't use the radar anyways. So all it makes it is to where they can sneak up on me because I use the radar a lot and I can't pay attention to it. But they're not paying attention to the radar anyway, so it doesn't really make a difference for them. So as far as Team Snipers goes, it doesn't really bother me if it doesn't have radar or anything like that. Again, I would bring it down to what type of playlist it's going to be, whether it's going to be social or whether it's going to be ranked. Second question is from Pappas Doggy, and he says, "Nice commentary. I have a question. How long would you say you played Halo before you became or considered yourself a good player?" And this is kind of a funny question because I'm going to have a really long answer for it. I can already tell, but I always considered myself a good player. I always had an extreme amount of confidence when it came to Halo, and it wasn't really until I'd been playing it for a little bit that I realized that I wasn't as good as I thought I was. What happened was I didn't get Halo right after it came out. It took me a while to get Halo, and the way I started playing it was I would just play at my friend's house as a guest account. And I actually thought that because I was playing so much as a guest, just playing Social Slayer, and that was pretty much it, I was like, well, when I get my account, I'm just going to rape all these noobs because I've been playing for so long, and, I'm getting all this practice before I have my own account. And sure enough, I got my own account, and I raped noobs all the way up until about level 35. And then I plateaued very, very quickly. And so, up until that point, I always considered myself a good player, and once I got to that point, I realized I wasn't actually as good as I thought I was. I realized that there were just as many people, or there were a lot of people who were as good as me, and, still a lot of people who were much better than me. So at that point, I realized I wasn't as good as I thought I was, and I started actually trying to, make myself a lot better at the game. And I would say I was in that stage of trying to make myself a lot better at the game for a decent amount of time. And I probably stayed in that stage all the way until a few months after Halo Reach came out. And I'd been playing a lot of Team Slayer in Reach, a lot of Arena in Reach, and I was better than I was in Halo 3, but I wasn't really good. And it wasn't until I kind of found my niche in like the Rumble Pit Big Team game types that I actually started getting good. Like I actually started working on my sniping because in Halo 3 I didn't actually like using the sniper rifle. I wasn't very good with it, and I would actually let anyone else on my team take the sniper rifle instead of me taking it because I just wasn't very good with it. I didn't want to practice, but once I started playing Big Team and Rumble Pit, I started realizing what a powerful weapon it was, and I would take it and I would practice with it, and I'd say that's actually when I got good. So always consider myself a good player. Didn't actually get good until a few months after Reach came out. The third question is from Max Dismiss, and he says, I say yes please to more original, entertaining gameplay. To be honest, this was boring as hell. Talking about my last gameplay, which I've already said was, yeah, pretty terrible gameplay. Still love your channel, though. And a question, what is your favorite Pokemon? And a serious one, what do you think about betraying the fact that you can team kill? My favorite Pokemon would definitely have to be a Gyarados, because that is all around just a really, really badass Pokemon. And on to your serious question, what do you think about betraying? The fact that you can team kill. Now, if you're asking me what I think about people betraying on purpose, or the fact that betraying is in the game, the ultimate fact that you can team kill, if it just comes down to that, I like the fact that you can team kill. It provides a level of randomness to the game that isn't in other games. It's kind of just funny. I mean, it provides enjoyment for the game, and it makes it a little bit different from other games. I mean, you always have to be wary of killing your own teammates, and sometimes you just randomly kill a teammate in a really funny way, and it just provides a different level of enjoyment to the game than if you couldn't kill your teammates, if you could just shoot, you know, willy-nilly and you didn't ever have to worry about killing your own teammate. So I actually like that you can betray your teammates in the game because, like I said, it's kind of entertaining. Now, at the same time, if you're talking about people betraying on purpose, well, yeah, that is obviously quite annoying, but I think the fact that you can boot someone for betraying you is pretty much neutralize that. Like, if I ever betray someone, I pretty much expect that I'm just going to get the boot, and if someone betrays me, I like the ability that I can just kick them out of the game. So I think it's fine, the ability to betray someone. I don't think it's a problem in Halo Reach. Stoner's Ponage says, I have a request from you before H4 is out. Can you do a Reach Team Slayer commentary with a smiley face? No. Only because Halo 4 is coming out like tomorrow, so I'm probably not going to play any Team Slayer at all. And yeah, so I just don't think that's going to happen. So sorry about that, Stonage, but no Reach Team Slayer commentaries. BubFreak1 says, what is your favorite moment from any of the Halo campaigns, and do you ever play Team Objective or MLG in Reach? And I still go back and play Halo 3 and Black Ops with the smiley face. With the tongue sticking out, too. Not just a normal smiley face with the tongue sticking out. Alright, so my answer to that would be, what is my favorite moment from any of the Halo campaigns? It would definitely be the entire Halo 3 campaign. I just loved everything about that campaign. I had so much fun playing it. The replayability was incredible. It had great achievements. All the maps are great. But if I had to pick one particular map, it would definitely be Crow's Nest. I loved Crow's Nest more than any other ones. I thought it was just a great map. I played that so much, so often. Seriously, had the map memorized and, you know, found as many secret hiding things as I could in it. And a second fun part for me was the race at the end of Halo 3's campaign, where you had to drive the Warthogs and like everything was collapsing around you. I thought that was really cool too. So those would definitely be my two favorite parts of the Halo campaign, but I just liked all of Halo 3's campaign in general. Every single level in Halo 3's campaign was exceptional to me. And I liked Halo Reach's campaign too, but I just didn't really like the ending, and you know, I mean, it didn't really stack up to me for Halo 3, and I think part of that was because the achievements just weren't as good. I replayed Halo 3's campaign so much just because of the fact that the achievements made me want to get a certain score on a map so I can unlock that achievement. I think they really missed out on not putting that type of achievement in Halo Reach. Let's see, the next question is from Spartan V48. He says, if you were to bring back one game from the past that you played, what would it be? And I'm going to have to say, maybe Ghost Recon, because that was the first shooter I actually ever played, but I wouldn't really want to bring that back. If I had to bring back one game, it would definitely be a game that's not even that old. It would be Rainbow Six Vegas 2, because I had so much fun playing that game. It was definitely skill-wise the game I was the best at I've ever been for any game. I've never been better than I was at that game. I was actually ranked top 25 in the world for a long, long time in the Total Conquest playlist. And I had a really good team that I ran with. I had really good friends that played the game with me. I mean, all around, the entire game was just extremely fun to me. So if I had to bring back one game, it would definitely be Rainbow Six Vegas 2. The player customization was awesome. You can make your character look so cool. You could pick your own custom camos. You could, you know, really customize your guns in ways that were pretty cool. It was just overall a very exceptional game. It's kind of a shame that it didn't get any bigger than it did. The Xbox game says, did you pre-order Halo 4 Limited? No, I did not pre-order Halo 4 Limited because I don't have that type of cash, but I did pre-order Halo 4. So, Fear Bro says, why haven't you considered playing MLG on occasion? I understand you were trying to get clips for your montage, but you have the skill for MLG, plus I can assure you that getting an overkill in MLG is much more satisfying than getting an overkill in multi-team. This I know. If you guys were here for some of my earlier commentaries, I talked about how the fact of the matter is I came from the MLG tryhard background. I mean, that's what I was. Even up until a few months into Reach, I was one of those MLG tryhard kids. I was not a play multi-team, go for clips kid. If you watch my Halo 3 montage, it's got a lot of MLG, a lot of Team Slayer. It's almost all red versus blue. There's only like, I don't think there's any multi-team clips in it. And there's only like one Rumble Pit or maybe two Rumble Pit clips in it. It was almost all for me Team Slayer, Team Objective, and MLG. That's pretty much all I played in Halo 3. Excuse me. And quite frankly, the issue was I just got burned out of trying really, really hard all the time. I was a very, very competitive player for a long time. And I'm at the point now where I just don't want to be like a competitive player. I want to sit down and I just want to relax and like have fun and just play social games. That's just really the only reason. I've tried going back and playing MLG, and maybe if there had been a 1 to 50 like skill thing, I would have played it more to try to get a higher rank. But honestly, I just don't really like that competitive aspect of Halo anymore. Now, that's not to say I don't respect it, because definitely getting overkill exterminations in MLG were extremely fun and extremely rewarding. I know it's way better than getting an overkill in multi-team, and there's no comparison there, but I just don't really like playing MLG anymore. I played it for a long time. I got decently good at it. I was like a level 35 in Halo 3, like not good, but I'd say average or right above average. And I enjoyed the competition, but I just kind of moved on from that. I'm just not in that type of competitive stage in my life anymore. And I don't take anything away from competitive kids, because I don't think there's anything wrong with it, but that's just me personally. Jabuchin Eli says, nice commentary, and what's your zombie plan? Well, I am assuming that you were talking about my plan for zombies invade America, and I would have to say my zombie plan would probably be one of two things. I would either, well, both of them start off with like breaking into a pawn shop or a gun shop and like stealing all their weapons, and then one of them ends up with me going to a Walmart and holding down in the Walmart and just surviving there forever, and the other one ends with me going out to like a house out in the middle of nowhere, maybe in like Nova Scotia in Canada, and just holding up and just killing zombies. So I hope you guys enjoyed the question and answer. Remember to like, favorite, and subscribe for more.